All right, here's everything that's not basketball, other than three cards that were not from basketball sets. So this is the rest of it. I've seen them all now. I recorded videos last night, but I wasn't really happy with the results. I guess so. Most of the cards turned out great. There were some real head scratchers, as you'll see. I'll highlight things, but I'm not in. I'm just not in the greatest of moods because, anyway, I saw some of the madness and blasphemy that's going on at the Olympics, and I've been in a terrible mood ever since. Terrible mood. I cannot even believe my eyes. What is going on? Watching a woman almost being killed by a man, and then there's some guy named Mark Adams sticking up. I'm not going into it right now. I made another video about my opinion about that. I'm not going to bring cards into it, but anyway, we're going to get going on this. I'm not going to do as much talking. I'm going to do more showing, and I'm going to try to be quick. I'm going to try to fit this into a half an hour or two half-an-hour videos. I'm just simply taking too long lamenting and trying to explain and describe everything, and my videos they're just going too long. So we'll start off with this one. Here you go, Robert. I tried, buddy. I tried. The declared value I put on this was at least 400. I believe it was $400. So I was so confident in this that I thought it would be a gold label that I put a huge declared value on it. We got you 10 though, and I had this under at least 5 times magnification. And from what I understand, when SGC has a card that is considered possible to be a gold label, which I have had one in the past, it was a Francisco Lindor 2015 Heritage Action short print, which is amazing because that card was a gift. That card was a gift to me. That's just astonishing. Anyway, out of the 800 some cards, I got one gold label, and it was a card that was gifted to me from a former guy I used to trade with. Wish I could get in contact with him. I can't even remember his name right now, unfortunately. But yeah, this is your prize, Robert. We'll start off with that one. So I did my best. I went through about 30 some of the 50 some copies I had until I found one where I found just nothing under like at least 5 times magnification. So I tried. However, that's your prize. I will try to get that out on Monday. I ran a contest a little while back, and it was low key, and I think it was only like 26 views. Robert won the contest. I won't go into the details, but maybe I'll repost that video one day. So congratulations, Robert. I tried. Got to know Peachy here. Yeah, I'll let you decide. And for the record, I will no longer ever be sending SGC any cards pre 1990s that do not have obvious damage to where I'm expecting a low grade, because I keep sending them over and over and over 80s and 70s cards that I'm literally pulling out of packs and never see the elements. They're completely. I'm sending them 10s and getting 8s, and I'm simply everything's going to PSA from now on. We've had trouble in the past, PSA and I can't keep sending my PC cards to SGC and having them slaughtered. So I'm just done. That's it, and they will be getting my. I don't think they'll be getting anything bulk from me. I'm going to join the Collectors Club on PSA again. So when I buy old vintage cards and they're banged up, they'll be going to SGC. Like I have a Hank Greenberg rookie and a Jim Palmer Venezuelan, stuff like that with like obvious damage. I'll send out. So like for instance, I'll just let you be the judge here, and I'm gonna start doing PC videos. I'm like my autograph collections, my Hall of Fame autograph collections, and all my PC stuff, the modern, the ultra modern, and as well on my vintage graded PC, which is finally, once I have my stunner in hand that I bought during right before the national. Once I have that in hand, and then I'll do the culmination of them all. I got this from my brother-in-law. Oasis ended up a 7. Panini sticker. 95, I think. So I guess one of the rookies. I mean, you tell me. You know, I feel kind of stupid for not sending some of these cards to PSA. Actually, But I'm noticing as well that SGC is not honoring their own grading standards right now. They're not. They're also not taking eye appeal into consideration at all. So I simply cannot afford to keep having all my PC cards a grade less than what they should be. This I got for $4. Turned it into 20 probably. But that's a Robin Yount 75 SSPC PC card. So that was cool. Now this is the gift from Dan. Old Sarge. Thank you, sir. Turned it into a 9.5, my friend. That was a gift. And now I got a Gary Carter rookie in a 9.5. It's awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. What a blessing. And here we go. So all these cards, I regret I should have sent them all to PSA and just waited. I mean, I was waiting the whole time for SGC to take my, I think that was a sign, and I didn't receive it. So Bill Barber, rookie, 6.5. I just feel like it had done better at PSA. Here's another. Joey Moen, Opeachy. These are the copies I have, and when I go through my PC, well, I'll scrutinize them all. Andrew Chuck, Opeachy, rookie 7.5. Here's Peter Gammons, one of the 2 Peter Gammons I sent in. This one's a 9.5. I don't know why it's having a hard time focusing when it's sideways now, but so this is the base, and it's out of 500 Peter Gammons. You can make an argument it's his rookie card. Is he in the Hall of Fame already? I cannot recall. Somebody was saying that they thought this card was trimmed. Obviously, it's not trimmed, but they disliked the miscut that I didn't notice until you said it was trimmed so much that they gave it a 4.5. Because I don't believe, this one might have a crease. I don't think this has a crease. So they're knocking centering so bad now, even with no creases or surface issues, that they're putting them all the way down to 3s and 4s and 5s. So I can't afford to have that happen anymore. Here's another card that I'm going to have to review the video, but obviously there's a big old crease right through Greedo and right into George Lucas's face. The funny part of it is this card got cut off at the end of my preview video. So I don't have the footage anymore. So it doesn't matter. I don't even have a case. I do not recall this card having a crease, and that's a blatant crease, and that's not one that you need to tilt to see at all. So I have no idea what's going on, but that's another issue. And then here's another one. I bought this raw. There wasn't a crease when I sent it out, but now there is. So it was a really sharp, and it's really not diamond cut. Really sharp Reggie Smith rookie. And I got another one that had a dinged corner, so I didn't send it in. But there's a crease on it now. It didn't have a crease, now it does. So I don't know what's going on. But my last 2 orders, that's what happened with my last order. All the tall boys got creased. I had 20 some cards get creased, and nobody knows why. So that happened again on several cards. I scrutinized these cards. I looked them over, especially because of what was going on. I had an extra 2 months to do it. So whatever's going on over there is out of my hands, and I just simply cannot afford to send them cards that have no damage anymore. So they'll be getting cards that have damage from now on. Literally, that's it. David Bowie, 1972 Monty Gum. I think he's got one earlier card, but that's a pretty decent grade for that. That'll be available. Here's a Vader Opeachy in an 8 strangling somebody, but that's a really solid Opeachy red, and that's a pretty good grade on a 1970s card. Did not do well on these, so this is I just don't understand. I don't get it, but I mean, you're gonna see the cleanest, sharpest 6s, 7s, and 8s that you've ever seen in your life. I assure you. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Really don't know what to say. I'm not. That's not even what's got me like bummed out. I mean, it is what it is. This, whoever graded all my 1970s cards this time does not understand the top to bottom centering on 1977 and 1978 Topps and Opeachy cards. They simply do not understand. So the cards that should have been 8s and 9s are not, because they don't understand that the border needs to be thicker on the top in order to match the bottom. So somebody at the company that's in the vintage department is not up to par, and it keeps costing me. So I'm sending in my PC stuff, and like we all do, we all say Greg and everybody mentions we're grading this stuff primarily for our people that we're leaving behind, so that they can sell it easily and get maximum value for it. I'm constantly getting knocked and destroyed for things that are not in regards to their grading scale. So this is pack fresh. I'm guessing it had service issues. I want to say this was a front card in the pack. It does have some ghosting on the back. But if this has a crease, no, I think it has impressions on the front. So I'm very thankful that I took that card off of ComC because I was trying to sell it raw, and I had either forgotten or didn't realize that they didn't put a condition note. So I'm very thankful nobody bought that and tried to grade it. But it's a 3. That's what it ended up as. So here's a Chevy Chase Hostess 7. Unless they had a surface issue. That's the one I was hoping was going to do the best. Here's another one, Madeline Smith and a 7. I don't know what those are worth. I might just gift those to someone. Here's one in an 8. It's me and Madeline Smith there. Then we got one in 9, Chevy Chase, Madeline Smith. So that's kind of cool. I might keep one of these because I got 2 9s. So be very, very careful sending these off because of the surface issues. You got to look at them real good. So here we're getting into the Harrison Fords. I don't recall having a crease, but it has 2 creases up in front there. So this one I was hoping for a 6 on because of the centering. It can't do any better than maybe a 7. I think a 6.5 would be as high as they could go on that. So that's disappointing because it either had 2 creases that I did not notice, or it got creased in production again, like my last order. So no reason to throw shade anymore. It's happened to me 2 orders in a row now, evidently. So yeah. Well, here's another one. It's a 7. It's got some value. I don't know which one I'm gonna keep yet. None of them got an 8, but to me, this should have been an 8. It's a little OC top to bottom, but the right to yeah. I don't agree at all. Not even close. 7's decent, but so this one's got a stain to the right of them that I didn't notice. And then this one right here, that's the best it could have done. 6.5 with that centering. Could not have done any better. So that's or couldn't have done any better than a 7. So that was to be expected. I think I said that in the preview. Here's a George Jetson Dutch gum. Henry and George Jetson. Yeah, man. And Connie Frobos. I thought it was Frabos, but they think they corrected the spelling in this Frobos. Well, I got to hold them back here, I guess. There we go. Frobos. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but she was like a Swedish actress or something. And the Wilma Flintstones did good. I got 2 of these. So both got 7. So the Dutch gum Wilmas, that was a good move pulling those off of ComC and then grading them. But somebody missed out on an opportunity there. And then this one too with Anne Margaret and Pebbles Flintstones. So that's pretty cool. These ones, I didn't think about sending them out to grade at first, and I don't know why. Because they're some of the most iconic. I mean, even Lassie, I probably should have sent the Lassie card out. I mean, they were packed fresh after all. So just PSA couldn't identify them, and then they screwed up the grades too, and just kind of it was just a weird situation. That's how I had a falling out with PSA was the Dutch gum stuff. But I'm back in their graces, so vice versa. They're going to be getting a lot more of my stuff. If I do anything bulk, it's going to be PSA, and I'm just going to start doing cycles of a little bit here and a little bit there, and then space them out, and then have routine submissions keep coming back, and then that way it doesn't feel like I'm waiting forever. So we'll try to get in a routine with that more than likely. And then if I buy PC stuff that's banged up like the Hank Greenberg, that's going to SGC. So they tend to treat the stuff with obvious damage better, and I don't really understand that. But anyway, Willie's our friend. I got 3 more of these, 4 more actually, but I sent 3 of them out. This one got an 8. It's a very, very, very nice 8. I think it's slightly diamond cut. Maybe not. But that one did well. They all did well, actually. He's an Peachy Hackman. I was just getting one to sell because I already have an 8. SGC 8. But It was just so OC and tilted. That's probably just the best they could do. I don't even think that has any surface issues. I don't think it has a crease, but that is a card I bought sight unseen. So be careful with that when you're buying, like, somebody's got a list of cards on eBay or whatever. Here's a Hackman. So this is painfully obvious that the grader did not understand this set. So this is easily an 8. I mean, by far, easily. The only bad part of it is I sent these in with an immaculate, almost UK version, which I should have just sent them all in separately, because they used the UK version, which was just so nice against all these, guaranteed. To me, this still falls within an 8, and it's still 7. So I cannot pull an 8. And to me, this one's good. That should be a 7. I agree 100% on that one. That's what I expected. In fact, maybe even a 6. So I just cannot pull an 8 on that card. No matter what I do, I cannot pull an 8. On the regular tops, Superman Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. There's one that's Gene Hackman plays Lex Luthor, and the other one's as Lex Luthor. The Pesci's, 2 of them did really well. So this one's available. Pesci's first card. This one, the seller on eBay was painstakingly trying to point something out, but even when I looked over the scans over and over, I couldn't see what it was. So I may gift that one to someone or somebody else or something else. But whatever he was trying to point out, they saw it, and I even in hand I couldn't see it. So I mean, obviously I'm human. Caviezel, Sound of Freedom, my man Jim Caviezel. I believe this is his only card of any type, and I believe I have the only 2 graded copies. 9.5 on that one. Gandolfini, I come to find out that he's got a card 4 years previous to this that I will be sharing in an upcoming preview video that will likely be for PSA, because I don't think I want to send it to SGC. You know what? It's a newer card. I might send it to SGC just because it will look awesome in a tux. So, and it will be the only one on Earth graded. 9.5 on the 04 Elite James Gandolfini. That actually is not his rookie. I thought it was at the time, but then I found out he's got one in 01, and then like some kind of another other one got the 9.5 as well. Yeah, and then I found out there's one even earlier than that, so I was like, oh boy, I better get on that. I have a foil for sale right now on eBay, the 10, but I have a 9 now as well. Chris Pratt, obviously that one will be listed for cheaper. And then here's the base card. Well, here's the base card. Got a 10 on that one. Obviously happy with that. Most of this reveal is pretty good. When I get into the PC stuff, I have a feeling I'm going to get some. Well, if anybody still wants to message me after hearing about my convictions about the Olympic stuff, there's some baffling stuff that you'll see. It's mind-boggling. All right, this is an O-Pee-Chee Chris Chambliss, and you got the All-Star Rookie Cup. I just thought it was a clean copy. I didn't realize until my preview video that it was diamond cut, but that's a really sharp and nice copy of an O-Pee-Chee Chambliss rookie. This Nolan Ryan, this is a good example of what they're doing with centering now. So there's no surface issues or creases. It's just off center. It's an O-Pee-Chee 77. I mean, you saw what they did with the Greg Nettles. That card is a 9 easily, but it's sitting in a 7 case. I do not understand. And then you'll see what's coming up here with the if anybody knows how to reach out to Necrofan, Necro Collector or Necrofan, I don't remember which one because I don't have my computer in front of me right now, but he's usually pretty active in the comments, and I was hoping to get him a copy of these. I found 4 of the O-Pee-Chees for like $1 a piece and figured why not put a few bucks into them and just slab them up, right? They're decent. This one must have had a crease. I think it does. This one has a crease. Anyway, that'll just be a gift or something. But somebody needs to reach out to him, see how he's doing. I just haven't seen him active, and I mentioned it on Hobby Palooza. and I'm just a little worried. So if anybody knows how to get in contact with that guy, please reach out to him and just check up on him, see if he's doing all right. Because I was gonna throw him one of these too, but I ended up getting a 7 on this one. That's not bad. Looks about right. You know, the OC top to bottom. It's really, really sharp all around though. These are super clean and sharp all the way around. Got a 7 on another one. These are all buck 20 a piece, I believe. When I saw them that cheap, I'm like, oh, just a no brainer. You know, another however many dollars to have them graded, and then it's worth at least 20 in a 7, I would think. Not gonna crush the world with these, but this one's in an 8. So it worked out. The $5 total for all of them. And here we got a Hightower card, Bubba Smith rookie, 1970 tops. This one's in the plastics. So it's gonna be a little blurry, but not bad. Did pretty good on that actually. That's about what I was expecting it would top out at. It's just a little. If it wasn't tilted, if it wasn't OC top to bottom and left to right, I think it could have been a 7, especially based on how the Lem Barney graded, which is one of my favorite cards in the whole order. Actually, I'm very, very happy with that. I had physical therapy at the same time as Lem Barney, so I got to talk to him a couple times about concussions and solutions for concussions and all sorts of stuff. So this card's bonkers. I don't even know what else to say other than whoever buys this off of me, I really honestly pray that you break it out and just send it to PSA and enjoy your 9. Enjoy your 9. I've never in my life seen a sharper, more centered copy of a 1968 card, slabbed or not. This is the cleanest. The back is off. I don't know if SGC is starting to crush people on back centering or what, but it's starting to appear to be that way. There's a slight imperfection right there at the top. That's it. This Lupinella, this is not Lupinella's rookie card, so this is available. Anyway, let's take down Willie Lanier. We'll put this undergraded card up there. Massively undergraded, I believe. Whoa. All right, we're going a little modern here. Got a from 2022 update. The only reason I have this is because my brother-in-law and sister bought me a couple blaster boxes of I don't think that's the blue. I think that's just the regular. Yeah, but they got a 10, so that'll be for sale on eBay eventually here. I'm gonna have to start listing real soon. I don't have a job, so and I broke my arm 2 days after. Literally 2 days after meeting up with the disabled job placement services for my state to try to find a job, which does take actually a little bit of time. It's not an overnight thing, but I literally broke my arm 2 days later, broke my wrist 2 days later. And wow. Oh well. Hopefully, so it's things are a little rough for me right now. I have to sell cards for income. I'm not poor. I have money in the bank, thank God, but and a good support team. We got a Mega Box 2017 out of 99 Cal Tucker. I think I'm going to part with this. I'm not a fan of the Mojos. I'm just not. This one's out of 99. He's a good young player, having a great career. I think I will sell that. And I should have a Kyle Tucker autograph for sale too soon. Ozzie Smith, this is just an iconic card right here. 9.5 on that. I may have another copy somewhere. And I know I had 3 or 4 of these at one point. And that's just that's a card that's going to continue to gain value, I reckon. With the that's almost up there with like Stadium Club Tech, photography and whatnot. Some of those cards are going to be enduring. I see some people talking about those and collecting those, even some of the old timers, and I think they're onto something. I really do. I think I don't like retired players cards after playing days, but a couple of guys on eBay are making really good arguments for it, that I believe there is a market developing, and I think it will stay. And I think that the arguments they make are completely valid. And as a seller, I have to take note of that. So got a Soto here in a 9.5. I think this one's available. Soto Salute. And then we had 2 of each of these. They all ended up 10s. So here's a blue. That is available as well. All these Zunas did really good. Marcelo Zunas. Got a 10 in the gold. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a couple 30-minute videos, or maybe even 3. I'm just kind of still not going as fast as I want to be. I guess I'll get down to a science, but I won't be doing orders this big from now on. More than likely, got a 10 on this one too. It's the same image, but this is out of 500. Another pack pull. All these Azunas are pack pulled. And I have 2. I have another gold and another emerald. I just don't know where they're at right now. And here's the emerald. How the one I sent in graded 9.5. And then I sent in 2 of the Mega Box Chrome, 9.5 on that one. Kind of like a parallel that year. X-Fractor didn't do as well. All the other X-Fractors I've sent in have been 10s. This one, I think it's OC a little bit, both ways. But got a 9 on that. A little bit of value there, I reckon. But he's having a great year. I mean, he'll get some MVP votes. And I got a 10 on the other Mega Box. I did not have any refractors. And then the Heritage High numbers, got a 10 on that as well. That's cool. So I did good on those Zunius. Those will all be hitting up eBay here pretty soon. Got to start listing stuff. I have no other source of income right now other than Social Security disability. So right now I am not a tax-paying upstanding citizen of society until I get a job again. I don't like that feeling. I do not like that feeling. It's I feel like a bum. Anyway, Soto Black and 10. This is in the making. I was just pulling these left and right. Everybody, Cunha, Soto, yeah, all the good guys. Got a good one on this Devers. I'm gonna start sending in all my lower end Devers stuff. I have just so many of his parallels. I need to get them all slabbed. So all I've sent in on him is the ones that are limited so far. I have the vintage stock. I have the black and white negative parallel. All my other Topps Chromes I sent in that were numbered, and then this was the last one I had besides the X-Fractor. Here's Griffey and an 8, Bernardino, 88. So that's my PC copy. We must be getting into some PC stuff here. All right, here's a Frank Thomas Best. I think this is the team card, 8.5. So this is the much tougher Frank Thomas to get than the one with the faux wood grain on the side. This one did awesome. I mentioned that it had an overcut on the top. They were totally cool with it, and they didn't knock me one bit. Or maybe that's why it's not a 10. Either way, I was wondering what they'd do with that, but they treated it nicely. So, I forgot about this. I ended up getting a 7.5. So if the grader would have known that it's supposed to be that thick on top, actually it's probably a little thicker than it needs to be. This should have been an 8.5. And then the other 7 that was thicker on top should have been an 8. And if I had the right grader on the right day, that's how it would have went. So, and thank God I had that on the first time. This one, I didn't realize how OC it was until I saw my reveal video or preview video. But this is the Tiffany Rod Brandon Moore Future Hall of Famer here. And the OC on the top to bottom just got it. Kept it from being a 9.5. There must have been something probably on the surface too, because they're usually pretty friendly on the OCs on the Tiffany, believe it or not. But the dimpling, as I will show here in a little bit for LV, I don't believe I've been knocked one time for it. And I sent in, I think I had a Randy Johnson in this order is what it was, and you'll see the results. But these are all just in whatever order right now. We're into my PC stuff now, evidently. I'm going to get back out of that, but we'll go with it for now. So the Maddoxes ended up all right. I just needed them to be 9s. These are all pack pulled. I was just buying boxes of these for back when nobody cared, and they were like $10 a piece. So I have a bunch of Bonds, Berries, not Berry Bonds, Bows, and I'll be grading all those eventually. I got a Ricky Henderson sitting out that's just looks like a 10, so might just grade that. Anyway, the Doug Wilson, I disagree. I feel like it's more like an 8.5. But this is just what they're doing. I don't understand what's going on over there right now. Ken warned me, actually. Ken's Cardboard. They kind of it was too late by the time I got their warning. The stuff was already out. And then this one did well. This is from the solo box I pulled. So I have 2 Eddie Murrays in here on the left, number 33. So to me, that's a Hall of Famer rookie PC. But I have 2 copies of that now. I think Jake needs one, but I don't think he needs one in an 8. But I have two SGC 8s of that card now, so that's pretty cool. Bought 2 Pierre Turgeon O-Pee-Chees off ComC. If I sent these to PSA, they'd had a chance for 10s. They destroy 80s hockey. I don't understand it. They have no. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't even elaborate any further. But this one's a little low C top to bottom. So this one I expected a 9. The other one I expected a 9.5. But still nice. I'm very happy because now I've never been able to find sharp enough copies of the O-Pee-Chee Turgeon to grade or want to even keep. So that's nice. Got an O-Pee-Chee Randy Johnson. This is available, 8.5. This was my second copy, and first one I think was a 9.5 or a 10. So that one I just wanted to, slab it up, and it'll either be available for trade if anybody wants it, or I'll put it up for sale soon. And here you go, LV. So I think this was the last, besides the way crazy OC Biggio I have of my Tiffany. So 9.5 on the Randy Johnson, except it's got a hair stuck in it. But I think this is the highest copy I have, the highest graded copy I have of this card now. So I'm saving it, but I got to, it's going to be impossible to see. I got to cut this video short though and do another. It'll probably end up being 3, but that's cool. So this is a PC card. Whatever other copies I have of this are now available. So actually one of them might be on ComC Raw right now. It's decent. It's going to be clean, but anyway, God bless. I'll get right to it the next video.